Previously, in the land of the wolf, our attachment to Como became very deep. Black bears were more numerous to roam in the pine forest region, and we witnessed an impressive conflict between the philosopher bear and our friend. Concerning the birds, the least flycatcher chicks are growing rapidly, and my father Reynald dreams to document their departure from the nest. What happened to the red-breasted nuthatches, woodpeckers, and all other birds we observed in the spring? We will have the privilege of discovering it through Como's gaze. The behavior of Bigfoot and Como indicates they had a feast. After eating, the wolf cleans its muzzle by rubbing it in vegetation. Because of its many beavers, this part of Manatus territory remains excellent for hunting. This morning, Reynald got out of the vehicle in the hope of filming an important event among the least flycatchers. Two weeks have passed since the hatching of the chicks. They are about to leave the nest. My dad is so focused on the birds that he does not see the wolves. Bigfoot quickly hid, but Como takes a moment to observe the strange behavior of the man. Abandoning the nest is a crucial and dangerous step. The brood must stay together despite the attractions of the wide world. The parents make sure everything goes well. Reynald's images show the excitement of the little one, who discovers the pleasure and freedom of having wings. Following the family of flycatchers out of the nest was quite a challenge, because dense undergrowth offers few gaps through which to film the action. But an experienced filmmaker, like my father, is often able to predict the movements of his subjects and position himself in the right place. Least flycatchers' territory is populated by creatures the young birds will need to learn to interact with. There are the feathered neighbors like the ruffed grouse family, and unusual characters without wings or legs. The young flycatchers are dazzled. The chicks are so used to hugging each other that they still crave this physical contact. That facilitates the work of their parents, who will continue to feed them for the next 15 days. Instinctively, the chicks react when they see other passerines. They will quickly understand that, except for their parents, no one will bring them beakfuls, not even this pretty northern parula. How not to be moved by these innocent and so determined little faces. And what about the dedication of adults? This chestnut-sided warbler squashes a caterpillar intended to feed its brood. The alarm cries of a chipmunk trigger the dance of the caterpillars, a most mysterious phenomenon. They perceive the sound waves and react as if it were the attack of a predator or a parasitoid. Flycatchers eat insects, but a one-on-one with this elm sawfly manages to sow doubt. This insect is called sawfly because of its frightful mandibles. This red-eyed viro takes a dim view of its competitors. The young flycatchers have never experienced aggression. For them, a bird coming close necessarily has good intentions, which is not the case at the moment. The parents scared the viro away. There are so many things to learn about neighbors. One of the greatest dangers to these flycatchers was the merlins, the pair that nested at the marsh of wild roses hunted nearby and fed their young on small birds of all kinds. We have seen them eating nuthatches, waxwings. Birds of prey play much the same role as the wolf. They obey the laws of nature. We just wished our favorites were not captured. After this shooting session with the least flycatchers, Reynold has gone to keep watch near a pond where the water level had risen considerably since the arrival of a pair of beavers. It was a great idea. This afternoon, the chilly weather encourages wildlife to be active. This red fox would be happy to add a frog to its menu. The presence of the fox does not worry the beaver, as long as everyone minds their own business. What is this noise? The fox goes to the top of the old dam to find out. This handsome moose is a regular in the marsh. He comes here to feed on aquatic plants rich in minerals. The sediments raised with each of his steps attract in his wake Canada geese and mallard ducks. Suddenly, King Alces abruptly interrupts his swimming. How many times the wolves must have seen us and run away without us realizing it. As soon as he saw us on foot, Como regained his shyness. He trusted us as long as we stayed in our vehicle at our usual observation posts. The days after the flycatchers left the nest, he came to rest in the Labrador tea bordering the clearing. I am still moved by the observations we made that morning. It is as if the spirit of Mahingen, the benevolent wolf of the Anishinaabe First Nations, has revealed himself to us through Como. Como's interest in passerines goes beyond that dictated by instinct. More than any other wolf, he likes to watch them. There is a clear difference between his predatory and contemplative behavior. Currently, a scent stimulates his hunter nature. Given the size of this moose, he will not push his investigation further. The juvenile flycatchers gather near the wolf. As a result, Como is one with the birds. The red-breasted nuthatches have left the nest, like several species of woodpeckers. All of them are looking for spiders, which they flush out right down their silk nests. Although they are already able to capture prey, juveniles still depend on their parents. These birds eat a huge amount of arachnids, larvae and caterpillars. Observing the pirouettes of this band of nuthatches is enough to daze the most motivated birder. The birds move away, and I am not exaggerating in claiming that the wolf seems disappointed. For me, such an interaction between Como, the flycatchers, and the nuthatches was as captivating to watch as his conflict with the philosopher bear. That said a lot about his personality, about what made him such a unique wolf. It is that kind of detail that inspires me as a wildlife artist and fascinates me as a naturalist. In the next episodes, the month of August will offer a sumptuous banquet for many inhabitants of the land of the wolf. My parents and I will attend as guests. You may be surprised to discover that in addition to the bear, many species also feast on wild berries. A rendezvous not to be missed.
Mahingen